I've sat in hundreds of strategy meetings inside Chinese companies, and the boss says the right things every time. Overseas is a priority. We need to build a global brand. The Western market is our future. And then I've been there for what happens in the 3 months after that meeting. It almost never matches what was said by the leadership team. After 10 years working inside Chinese companies, I finally understand why. It's not dishonesty, that's the first thing I want to say. The bosses and the leadership team generally have those priorities. In that meeting with that audience, the commitment is genuinely real. The problem is what that commitment is competing against when everyone walks out of that meeting. I was working with a B2B equipment manufacturer here in Shenzhen around 2 years ago. The leadership meeting had gone well, clear strategy, clear timeline, clear budget. The GM had been unusually specific and decisive. I left that meeting feeling genuinely optimistic. 2 weeks later, during a follow-up session, I'd realized that nearly none of that team had done what they said they were going to do. Not because they were resistant, but during that 2 weeks, domestic issues and issues with existing clients had meant that the operations team was full, the GM was on a work trip, and he was the main decision maker for all of these international market changes. Nobody felt empowered to do or make any decisions without the GM's approval, and he had not been there during that time. And this is what I see happens a lot. The overseas strategy had not been cancelled, it had just not been started. And in Chinese company culture, I found that the bosses are the ones that the gravity revolves around. All of the decisions and the key important processes and stakeholders all need to respond to that boss in order for anything to move forward. When that boss is occupied elsewhere, progress stalls. Now, the fix for this is not to make better commitment during meetings. It is to build overseas functions that do not require the boss to be present in order to move forward. A leader with actual authority to make decisions. It becomes a hierarchical slop where key decisions that need agility and flexibility and quick turnaround can be really hard to accomplish when you're in Chinese companies. So that's my perspective after 10 years working in Chinese companies. If you have a different one to me, please let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.